Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Dungeon Defenders. We're gonna just start off pretty simply here with local play. Oh, not options. Don't do options. Let's go local. Click to join. We're gonna make a new champion. We're gonna go with the Squire. See his outfits. Pirate. That's quite difficult. Let's do the Squire. Let's have a look. Let's do that. Let's go through. Let's edit this. Ventus. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan, as you can tell. 3 characters named Ventus, whatever. Select him. And start. Let's get going into this. So, Dungeon Defenders is an indie game made with the Unreal Engine. Let's do medium. Let that load up. It's a big mixture of defense tower games. Oh, I'll be quiet for this. If you can hear it, it's quite quiet. I apologise if you can't. I suppose you can read it at the bottom. Dungeon Defenders. Dun dun dun. Right, let's jump in this. The deeper well. Okie doke. Let's go. Right, so this is my character. Oh, level up. Dun dun. Defend base damage. Very nice, thank you. So, it's RPG. Dungeon defense, not dungeon defense, defense tower, action game, as you can see. Got a bit of action swinging going. It's all combined really well, actually. So it's just 6 on the keyboard. We'll build one of these bad boys. There are 4 classes. There is the Squire, the Apprentice, the Huntress, and the Monk. At the moment the classes aren't really very balanced. For example, the Squire is heads and shoulders above the other classes in terms of strength, simply because his towers are so useful. They are, the Monk, the Squire's towers block off the enemy and therefore slow the enemy down and stop them from getting through, which is of course rather helpful. But they also do damage as well, so it's like a block and a damager. The only other trap that will block an enemy is the, I think it is, here's the map, the mage's little defense thing, but it doesn't do any damage. That's the only, I think the Monk has an aura. The Monk's entire premise is to place down big spheres that affect the enemy in certain ways. So one of them is to slow down the enemies, and so of course there is that for the Monk. It's not as useful though, as say something else. And the Huntress has something called a gas trap, which slows the enemy down. It does essentially the same thing. They stop, they get caught in this gas, and then they have to stop because they're choking on it or whatever. So let's put this last thing down. So there is that for the Huntress, but it's still not as useful as a Squire. So we're just finished build phase, going into combat phase. Build phase is where you place down your towers like a standard defense game. Combat phase, this is what you can do. You can go out, help out your towers, kill the enemies that are running forward, and then the enemies also drop mana. Now mana, however you want to say it, I alternate between many different pronunciations, as I do with most things. I apologise if the sound is too loud. It is on like the lowest settings, or if it's too quiet I will check the videos afterwards and adjust if needed. But the combat phase, and mana is, sorry, your currency essentially for the build phase. So for example, if you look in the I can't really show it, bottom right, bottom left here, there's different things, or in this menu, summon defences, and as you can see this costs 30. If you look here, that costs 30, 40, 80, 100, 140. So that's what mana, whatever, don't care, is used for. Now we'll look at that in a minute. Let's just carry on getting, well, we don't really need that many more defences, honestly. Let's just go up here, stick another one of these down in case. Okay, so what is that on the ground? Well, if you look in this menu here, it says need hero level 3, and at the beginning when I first came into the game, it popped up as a level up menu. I went, oh, I leveled up. Now that is the RPG element, along with those items. So if I press I, it comes up with my character screen. You have an inventory, so when you acquire a headpiece, a little icon will appear above your head, and we'll show you what's happening there. So that you build gear in a Diablo-esque. If you ever played Diablo or Borderlands, there are quite a few games that do it, but those are the ones I've played. They randomly generated, and they add attributes and have randomly generated damage and so forth. And also you can level up. That's my experience by there. So I'm level 1, and then you put points into these attributes. Those items are also, of course, help with that, so I'm just going to put another defense here. I know this because further on in the level, big ogres come through the door. So this one here requires level 6. Now those green arrows and that green highlight means that it is an upgrade for my current weapon. Normally it would show it slightly to the right, but I don't have anything currently equipped, so there's nothing to show. So there we go, I can equip that, press F and it will automatically equip, press F, automatically equip. So I really need to hurry on, because this is getting very long, and it's basically me talking, doing nothing, so I apologise. Let's get into this. So that's something I don't need. Let's check this one. Squire has a very slow running speed and gloves, so let's put them on. Okay, let's just start. Shouldn't be. This is the first level on a Squire, and yeah, it's not going to be very easy. It's on medium. I could probably do this on hard. Just, well, maybe not hard. Maybe. But I should pretty much steamroll it on medium. I'm not going to do that now, am I? I'm just going to die. Ooh, okay. So, a bit harder. A few more enemies. You can see my trap takes it out in one hit. So we just run around. Oh, I don't have enough mana. There are definitely types of enemies that come round through the little portal things. You got these guys, just general goblins. You got the goblin archers, and as you progress later in the levels and later in difficulties, different enemies will appear. So let's get this defense up. Come on. Oh wait. Let's go. So it's pretty much done now. These archers are being a pain in the butt because they're just attacking my defense from far away. So, like that guy over there. What a bellend. Okay. So if you can see those purple circles, I should have explained this all. I'm all over the place, so I apologise. Purple circle. Oh, level up. Purple circles means if an enemy is in that space, you cannot do damage to them, apart from let's get a bit of running speed just to hurry this up. Apart from ranged enemies, because otherwise they could just get stuck in there and fire out and you wouldn't be able to complete the level. So let's just go start this level. Haven't got any ogres yet. Let's repair this. So you have to wait until they leave that, otherwise you could just pen them in and swing. So let's go. More combat, please. Alright. So they're all in there, so I want to leave them for a bit. Whoa. Okay, you're taking a bit of damage there. It's alright. Squire's got plenty of health. I probably will do a playthrough of each class. Depends how long this takes, because as you can see the videos for just one level are very long. I might start doing it on easy simply because there's a lot fewer enemies, lot less, so just be easier on you, easier on me, and we'll be able to just blast through the game. So come on, die, die, die. Violent. So that's better. It's got a knockback effect and 11 damage, so let's equip that. Wave 4. Oh, there's the ogres, as I said. Just genius. So let's go through. I think my favourite to play so far in terms of class has been the huntress. Least favourite probably the monk, just because of how underpowered and you have to, like, I don't know, there's just something about the monk. I like the idea of auras and all that good stuff. Oh, just get that. Got a bit of poison resistance on that. So obviously you can see those archers being hurt while inside the purple. So there is like elements, as in fire, in the game. Certain weapons can do elemental damage, and the number attributed to that damage can go much higher than the number attributed to like just base physical damage. However, enemies will be immune to certain types of elements. So like that guy, he's electricity based, as you can see by, sorry, I need to repair this. So he was electricity, so if you had attacked him with an electrical weapon, then I would have not done much damage at all. So let's get another bit in damage and another point in speed, simply because